Looks like everything's working. Okay. Excuse me, where's my Fama Tracker scene? There it is. Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing today? My name is Ben. Welcome to the 2-Hour Track Challenge. I'm really tired. Megfest took a lot out of me. It was good, though. It was real good. So, let me just make sure everything is... hey, Pizza, how you doing? Just making sure everything looks good over here, but I think it is. Actually, I rewired a little bit of stuff. Let me just make sure this still works too. All right, that still works. My wife and I are kind of rearranging. Hey, Forrest, kind of rearranging the studio situations, and everything's moving around. I'm glad that like this half of the camera is covered by me because it is a disaster area back there. But that's okay. So, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Pizza. I didn't do one, but it's one that I've talked about doing. I don't think that it would be a 2-hour track challenge. Oh, it's not. Chat's not displaying on stream. Come on. Test. Maybe they changed that. I don't mind starting a little late. Let me see if I can get that set up again. Make sure that's... I don't think there's any sensitive data in there. We can start a couple minutes late. URL for browser. Thank you for that. I noticed that it was being weird, but I also should have realized that it was not showing up. Okay, another test. Finger pistols. Thank you for letting me know. Cool. Looks like it's working now. I like moved things around a little bit because the Fama Tracker window was too small last time, and like things were getting pushed off the edge. So, okay. Another thing is, well, let's get into this and let's go. Let's go. Okay, so 2 hours. So last week, just a standard Fama Tracker song. That's cool. This time around, I want to start messing with extra stuff. This time, I think I'm going to change the time signature. Right now, we're in 4/4 time. I was thinking about doing something like 7/8 time, which would be easy enough to do because you can see this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. We just have to make sure each bar is there. So let's first try to do this. Let's see. First would be like that. So that's basically 7/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think. Did I do that right? 16. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. And because of that, like the number of rows are getting all kind of screwed up. So I'm going to change this. Wait, is that right? Three, 4, 5, 6, 1. No, two. Yeah, see, I can't count to 7. I'm still waking up. There we go. I'm a dumbass. There we go. Yeah. Nope, I figured it out. I was just like, wait a minute. I was still counting to 8 because 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. So I wanted to do a different time signature. Like I said, I'm still kind of recovering from MagFest. Aside from that, things at MagFest went really well. So let's see, what kind of song do we want to write here? Hey, Carbonic. I kind of want to do something really fast. I like that. It's a little too high pitched. Let's create another pluck right away. Or pluck. I did not get axe murdered, even though the guys I roomed with were nice. A little messy, but that's how guys are, I've been told. So Selgrith, another Famitracker song. Do you want to do another one at 180? I really like doing the fast ones. I don't do enough fast songs. So I kind of want to do more fast stuff. But yeah, MagFest was fun. I had a good time. It was exhausting, but that's kind of how that goes. Yeah. 70 BPM. Traditionally for stuff like Famitracker, it's either 120, 150, or 180. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Seven, 8. Yeah. Oh, way too early to save this. So if as always, like especially with these, if people have suggestions or like want this to go somewhere, like please let me know. Right now, this is starting to feel a little bit like a boss theme or like a fight song, and I'm totally cool with that. I really like how off-putting the the rhythm is, and kind of how not atonal, but it's a little off. What happens if I change this to a little bit more of a rounded, or like give it a little pluck sound? No, I don't want to overdo that. That's an interesting. Like the B section for this would be like this really kind of like sweeping emotional thing. That might be kind of cool. I mean, the chord progression right now is very basic. Or Pokemon Battle, yeah. I could do something that I don't very often do, and I could use the DPCM channel. I don't even know if I have some good hat files or hat sounds samples. Is it import, not load? Import. Jeez. Where's my Dropbox? There it is. These are from like the Three Red Hearts album.
Game over. Continue.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be importing stuff. Yeah, exactly. The cheated channel. It's super rare when I actually use this. These samples do not come in very well. I know, but it feels like cheating. I don't care. Like, it's music. That's the only important part. And these sound kind of shitty, but that's okay too. So these are C sharp. Oops, C3 sharp. Oh, and I can't assign a volume to these either, can I? In that case, I'm gonna have to do the juggling for the hats because I kind of want the hats to be like a really complex thing. So I'll have this mirror that for now. The other thing I can do is, now that we've kind of established this, I can do this fun thing. Go like this and like this. Actually, no, just F this all together. Just copy, and then Control M pastes and merges, which is a neat thing that I found a while ago. I might also try to limit myself to just using the standard like 2403 or 2A03. Because that's always fun too. And that gives me lots of room for other stuff too. I have not. No, I've been meaning. I don't want to start using something with, like, especially on stream in a time challenge, without like messing with it first. So I haven't been screwing around with it yet. So I'm definitely going to, but it's one of those things with MagFest that happened, and everything else. Like, I'm not gonna do it in a live environment without testing it first. But I will. I really want to, because I think that it's super lazy to just do it like this, but I can do that like this for now. This is like the prototyping stage. Yeah, so I definitely will get to the OCC because I want to try it out. It seems like there's a lot of cool stuff in there that would benefit me. So I'm here now. 4/7. I should know that by now. I should know the intervals of a major chord. But... Oops, this needs to be here. Yeah, and since I will be around this Saturday, I can give it a try. Okay, possible like, you know, how it possible to emulate that DPCM. I mean, one way you could do it is to import it into FamiTracker and export it, but that's a pain in the ass. Another thing you could do, I mean, bit crushing is traditionally the fast way of doing it, but it's not exactly the you know, completely. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, pizza. That's kind of what I was thinking. Just run it through Ableton's Bit Crusher, and I think the Bit Crusher for Ableton works all right. It's definitely not perfect, but oh, right. I need to keep these the same volume. Except they need to be the same volume and also not loud. Okay. There we go. That's a pretty good loop. Yeah. It does carbonic, and I usually have to put an EQ after the Bit Crusher. Redux is what it's called in Ableton. I agree that it's not perfect. Okay, so we've got kind of an initial thing here. So let's iterate. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the echo. See, this is kind of the pain in the ass part of it that I think OCC can help with. But I want to make sure that I am only modifying this, and then I can apply the echo afterwards. So I can take, yeah, this G and this A, make sure those get in there. But again, it's like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to juggle. Because I want to... Yeah, so it's like starting to kind of go off the grid a little bit. And this is why I like stuff like FamiTracker, because I can't do this stuff in Ableton. Okay, so I don't want to have this right away. This should be the... Hey, Dark. Okay, so now that we have this... I'm going to have to put those in again. That's fine. Go like this. Go like this. And then get this A sharp here, and then 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. Done. So we got this part. That was weird. Ow! Damn it. I got offset. Cool. I really want to add more layers to this. We'll see how far we can get with this, but hey, Forrest. So I kind of want to add like a chord in there, maybe? The prompt is to use FamiTracker, and every song during every 2-hour track challenge this month is going to be made in FamiTracker, because in December I had the crazy idea that I should do that. So I did it. Yeah. Next week I was talking to M, and he suggested that I do something like use a chipset that I'm not familiar with, which again will require me to kind of sit down and learn something new, which I think I need to do anyway. So that's perfect. So we're going. I think I listened to a little bit of it, but I got super distracted with packing for MagFest. It's like still on my list, but I haven't been able to really get to it, unfortunately. I do want to listen, though. I promise. Well, yes. You can't go wrong with a name like that. This is going to be a really... I'm just like trying to throw some yeah, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Let's up this. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Up it by an octave. Oops, I didn't kill the vibrato. Need a name. Okay, I feel like we can delay this coming in by a little bit, so then we can just go. Oops, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Hey Levy, how's it going? So for this lead right here, I'm kind of thinking we should make a new instrument. Something that has a little bit of a pluck to it, maybe. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's actually use a different sounding instrument. Let's go like that. We can actually add like a little arpeggio to it, so we can just like have it pluck in by an octave and then down. That might be kind of cool. I don't do this stuff enough. Dang it. We can make it louder now too. Although that, I think that kills the arpeggio part. So I still need a name. What does that end up on? An F? Oops. Go like that, and go like that, and then we can start building in like an actual lead part here. Damn it. You can see how compulsively I hit Control S. So yeah. I know that the last two Family Tracker songs I've made during the 2-hour track challenge have been the titles have been animal related. We had Real Dog, and then we had Pig Farm last week. So I want to go with something different. Actually, I didn't even check it off. So last week was the last challenge in the composition quest log. And now I'm completely done with all quest logs. They're all done. Yay! This is like 2 years. 2 years of work right here for these, it would be 13 times 4, like 50 checkboxes. If you can think of an animal title that actually fits, but I mean, this is more of like a boss fight, a Final Fantasy kind of thing. But even like a fantasy one, like Minotaur. Raging Elephant. Yeah. I mean, we definitely could. Every time. Hi, what's up? What? Yeah. I can't turn that light on. There's no button for it. I need to rearrange stuff still.
Okay.
I'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to bring in like a lead or some kind of And the triangle track is going to reinforce that. We're all Minnesotan up here. Don't worry about it. So I'm thinking, like, change it up a little bit. And that might work better as like a B section or something instead of like adding a melody as well as like switching up the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to actually kind of rearrange this a little bit and bring this down later in the song. So I figure we'll have like 2 more of these. I wanted to have like a little bit of a break here to show like for anticipation, like with animation and stuff like that, you have that in like anticipation frames where something's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And I kind of wanted to do that with this. Yeah. The bears are closing in. That's awfully descriptive. Oops, that needs to be 0. And it doesn't have to be. It does, but it's so quiet that it really wouldn't. I mean, I could set this as 1. No. No carbonic. Oops. I'll let her know. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. So I think if I'm adding a melody, I want to keep this simpler. So I'm going to go through here, get rid of all this. And just keep it simple like that right now. That is a long song title, but I like it. Okay, sorry for that noise. And then another thing we can do is we can like start adding a little bit of rhythmic stuff on the bass maybe. Because the other thing I want to do, Swordfish. Oh, damn it. Swordfish is pretty good. Sorry, that clipped. Swordfish is pretty good. I really don't want to. I don't want to name all of my Chipstune songs after animals, but if that's the meme we're striving for here, we're just gonna have to go for it. God damn it, that's so good though. So far to date, the longest the longest track, the longest song name that I've done through the 2-hour track challenge is the song "Swag with a $sign instead of an S," and that's still one of my favorite songs. Damn it! 2-hour track challenge. You monsters. No, Carbonic, it's spelled out swag with a $sign instead of an S. Hey, Shadow. Oops. It's actually one of my favorite songs from season 2 as well. Let me find it real quick. Media. It's pretty hard to miss. It's the one with the long name. Oops, it's 2016. Here it is. It's this one. Oh, I think Zelgrith, you just linked to it. But yeah, this was a fun one to make. But yeah, that was the track name. Swagfish. Okay. So now we're gonna get into it a little bit more. Things are gonna the beat and stuff is gonna normalize a little bit more, so we're able to Hey, come on, I'm old. I have permission to do that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna make excuse me, dedicated hat. They are boop. Okay, so that's my hat sound. And then I just kind of want to go bananas on the hats. We'll see how that sounds. Like a complicated... Okay, so first of all, let's just mute this for the time being. And let's increase the volume for this. So 7595759 or B9 5 5 C9. Oh man, yeah, complicated hat patterns are fun. Tyrannosaurus, that's pretty good. Okay, so this should be a completed pattern here. We can bring this down. We can always like modify it throughout the song later. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So this the snare in here has to be crazy snappy, but I think we can make it work. So it's kind of like a really hard hit, but it dies quickly. I guess I could kind of see this with Escape from the Light. Is the rest of the chat just gonna be names for the song that I've already named? There we go. Oops. Now you guys are just being crazy. Yeah, we went with Swordfish for the name of the song because apparently this is a fighting song. So if I do this, it kind of turns it into a little bit of a, oh, I know what I can do. Check this shit out. Oh, no, it has to be 963. I think this will work. Oops. Not if you do that, though. Yeah. I wish. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then that. So what I did here is I delayed the hit, or the hats, so they kind of like roll back in, which is pretty neat. I kind of do that already, although now I'm getting into that persona. Hi, everybody. Let's make some dank chip tunes today. Oops, and then we need to yeah, I don't want to do that. Just bang it against a pole until it shatters. Oh man, that would be the best. That would be the best YouTube video ever. I should totally do that. I need to wait for my hair to grow out longer, so it's all puffy again. It's my favorite part of the stream. Just take my keywords. Oh, I really want to do that now. Yeah. Whoops. So having this arpeggio, I think, kind of screws up some of this other stuff. So let me just turn this off for the moment. I'll leave it where it was, but I'm going to turn it off. It still sounds like it's on. Oh, it's that duty noise. Actually, let's do some pitch bends. So melodies are kind of tough sometimes. Yeah. So I'm trying to just kind of figure out. Oops. Nope, always, 100% of the time. This is the internet, everything's absolute. I don't know if this lead's gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. That's boring. So I can like take this and just kind of work it into the rest of the song. Wrong note. Let's see. So go like this maybe. Whoops. See, I don't want to just have everything. The Q command is a pitch bend. So Q means bend up. So this is bending up at speed 0 for 2 semitones. And this is curving up at speed 1 for 2 semitones. So you'll hear the difference here. So this one bends up a little bit slower than the other one. Conversely, the R effect, which I thought I used up here, maybe not. The R effect is a pitch bend down with the other same values. So it goes down at a speed for a number of semitones. But in this case, we don't want a pitch bend here. So like 1 and 2, except more like 3, except you define. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, Em. Okay, so I need to find... That might work. I just want... So this is pitch bending up and down. Oh, I got you. Sorry, I didn't know you were talking about the 1xx and 2xx. I don't use those as frequently, but yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so this needs to be... Sorry, it's like I have something that I hear in my head, but I'm not able to like put it on page, which is fine. That's part of the whole process, you know? Hey, Go To and Play, how you doing? This lead is not going the way I want. I mean, it sounds good right here. So I think what I should do is I should start working here, and then I should move on and then like integrate other stuff from here. I don't know if I have. Oh, I don't have the alerts over here. Thank you for the follow. Go to and play. Let me. Where's my browser source? There's my browser source. For some reason, it didn't pop up an alert, but you did follow, and I appreciate that. So I owe you a little bit of a piano. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, Carbonic, you should know. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow. It means a lot. Sorry, the little thing didn't pop up. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't really messed around with the Fama Tracker setup in a long time. Oh, nice, Carbonic. Okay, so that's more what I was looking for. Then it was. There's something that I don't do very often with this stuff, and I don't do like fast runs of. Yeah, pretty much. And part of the reason is I don't know how to. I mean, you just kind of want it descending. And it doesn't sound as good on a piano, so I'm hoping that once you import it. Oops. It might sound like butts. That's okay. There we go. It's mostly there. Actually, it worked pretty well. Da, 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 da. Oops. Okay. Yep, it's good. It's good. That's the fun part, right? That's like banging your keyboard against a wall. The Fama Tracker equivalent. And we can just do like a crazy... like... I also realized that I'm not canceling this A. Oops. Which I should be doing, because that's important. So these hats are going to sound way different. So this should be like CA, C. So yeah, now the volumes for all these are screwed up again because I wasn't canceling the fade out. I thought that they sounded really quiet for what they were, so let me bring these back down to where they were. 9, 7. Those can probably go down to C's. Okay, Pizza, I hope you're feeling better. It sucks that you have a kind of a tooth-related headache, it sounded like. And then what we can do in the next little section here is we can like do like a pitch up. I think that would be fun to mess with. Just do like a slight key change and then roll back down to where it was. This is kind of a weird one right here, where it's like you have something. I don't think that works like that. You can't delay something past another trigger. No, you kind of can, but I'm not going to. I think that works better. Oops. This is 9? Yeah, it's 9. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. So we might be able to cheat and just take all of this and scoot it up by a semitone. Yeah, that works. So this is going to be a little bit of copy paste, and then we can. Okay, how does this sound? Instead of doing it that way, which is a little kind of cheap, let's do it the right way. It's the same. It's functionally the same thing. It's just a little bit cleaner. Oops. Come on. Oh, I keep hitting tab. That doesn't help. See, the other thing is I want to make sure that all of these beats are represented in the percussion as well. So I'm trying to keep on top of a lot of this other stuff. Oops. Oh wait, no. There. I hit like 4 different buttons and I bounced to a different different universe. There we go. No, it's not the right note. I mean, I can. I'd have to do it manually, but I can. Which isn't the end of the world. This should be G. These should be 5s, no 4s. Why does that sound so weird? That sounds a little better. No, it's the 2-hour trek challenge is basically a weekly exercise where I sit down and write a song from start to finish over the course of 2 hours. Traditionally, I use Ableton, which is why I have my piano and stuff going on there. But in January, I decided to sit down and make a FamiTracker song every week because I feel that my FamiTracker music is a little underrepresented for this stuff. So I can't guarantee that this song will be terribly long in the end. I think we're sitting at like not very long. We have like 20 seconds. Let's listen to the whole thing though. Yeah, we have maybe 20 seconds. Yeah, so it's something. Oh yeah, and the thing is, if it ends up being like 40 seconds long or something, you loop it twice, and then it's like a minute and a half, and then that's good. Like I'm not. Length's not everything, boys and girls. So they would like you to think. That's what I wanted to do. I think. And this needs to get toned way the hell down. There we go. Brings it back to C. I mean, I could try doing this, but this might sound super shitty. this. Let's go like this. That's cool, Em. Yeah, I really like doing these. I just yeah, and I'd definitely love to hear them too. Oops. I mean, you can do some really cool stuff in FamiTracker. Sidechaining in a tracker like this would basically be going down here and modifying the volume, so it'd be like 479 or 469, 469. This is sidechaining in a tracker. Yeah, you'd have to basically. I mean, it works, but it's not ideal. As for this mess down here, I kind of really like it. Oops, no, this needs to be S. Oh, no, it is G. Nice. I think I can do this. It's just kind of like screwy. There. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. It wouldn't be too hard. It's just a huge pain in the butt. And honestly, for stuff like this, it's not paramount compared to everything else. The only way, or the only reason why I personally would add sidechaining to this is if I wanted to accentuate like the hit of a drum. This is just, it's too ridiculous. I don't think I could go through with this. Maybe if I lowered the speed. It's still ridiculous. The other thing I could do... That's getting... Oh, hey, now that's working. Hey, Danny Joe, thanks for the host. How you doing? So if I set these to cut off on the next bar... no, it would be 6... This should be 9. It should actually be like 8, but... That's more like it. So what I'm doing here, this is a little complicated. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that this cuts halfway through the next bar. I'm delaying this pitch down by just a little bit. Hell yeah. And then this can just kind of like vibrato out of existence, maybe. I have no idea. I'm doing all right, Danny Joe. Thanks for asking. I'm still getting my legs going for this one, but oops. There we go. And then let's just, I don't know if I want to grab the, I don't want to grab like any snares. I just want like some good, good old fashioned hats. So let's just go like this. We can have like a little bit of a chill section here maybe. I don't know. Let's find out together. Caffeine in this isn't working as well as I hope. Hey, Jay. Okay, a couple things. First of all, this intro. I like this intro too much to not loop it again. So I kind of want to... Talking about artificially extending the length of something. Oop. Go like that. And just go like this. And then it would be like 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, cut. Okay. And I don't know. I like this intro, and I don't want to just kind of let it run once. I want to let it run twice. So it's kind of injecting a little bit more stuff into here. And that's cool. Oops. So we're... We can mess around with the rhythm just a little bit, because that's important. Okay, it's getting there. This part is still screwing me up, and I think it's this G sharp to A right here, because yeah. So let's. Hey, Mimi, how are you doing? Thank you for the host. Still, oh, maybe it's this F sharp and E. That's way better. Yeah, so it's definitely getting there. Time to shake out the keyboard. This is my favorite part of it, you know. You get to beat the devil out of it. Wait a minute. There we go. Did I do those backwards again? No, okay. I like this intro, and I don't want to lose that, so I extended that. And then this needs to get transferred over too. Oh, this got effed up. There we go. Okay, and then so this should probably fade out too. I feel like I'm very the color dude. Hey buddy. I'm really ADD right now. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, but I feel like I need to kind of handle a bunch of random stuff at the same time here. So I'm 753. There we go. Cool. Thanks, buddy. I'm thinking what we can add now is we can kind of go back to this initial sound, except we can like modify it, you know. So instead of D4, we can do the swordfish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. V2. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's something else. I shouldn't have set this to V2 because that kind of messes everything else up, doesn't it? Okay, so I need to create a pad and set this to V2. And that way, anytime I use the pad, I don't have to mess around with that because I think it's modifying the lead too, only if I start at the beginning. So get rid of these. Danny Joe, how's it going? Yeah, Mixer and Chrome don't always work the best together. I still use it, but especially my current setup for some reason really does not like it when I put Mixer in my second window. It gets really choppy. So things should sound a little better now, except for this. Get out of here. Didn't ask for you. Yep, this month is the month of Famine Tracker. I'm doing a Famine Tracker song every week. Oh. I hope things are getting better for you. Yep. There it is. I'm glad that works. Zenkai, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, I gotta turn on the party lights. And Zenkai, I owe you a little bit of piano. Let's do something happier. That's not the right notes. There it is. Thanks so much for the follow, Zenkai. I appreciate it. My nose got itchy for that during that for some reason. That's funny, Danny Joe. Yeah, there's definitely a delay in the bot. So one of the goals I have with this song is for the Pulse 1 channel to always have that arpeggio going in some form or another. Thanks, buddy. Actually, one thing I want to do is I want to echo that right here. Oops. It doesn't need these though. Oops. Ben looks scary without glasses. Yeah, I know, right? I look like a crazy person. No. Aside from the fact that poking myself in the eye to put contacts in scares the shit out of me, I think I look weird without my glasses on, so. Take care, Dark. Thanks for swinging by, man. Hey, friendo's my word. You can't take that. That's my word. Oh man. Yeah, Ninja, if you're not familiar with how trackers work, messing around with FamiTracker and other stuff like this, looks like you're making music in Excel. And I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, a quick primer is there's the 4 columns. Each column represents an instrument. And then we're moving through time, top to bottom. So as I play this, you'll see that the play bar, this red bar here, goes down. And when it goes down, it triggers all of the notes that are represented in each of the instruments. And then this is like the volume control right here. So it goes from 0 to F because it's hexadecimal. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F from lowest to highest volume. And then these columns are effects and other stuff that you can, oh, thank you, Ninja. Effects and other things that you can use to manipulate the audio that is currently playing. Like this is an arpeggiator. Let's see. This is a note cut. This is a note pitch bend. This is a different type of, or this is our vibrato. There's a bunch of other stuff. But yes, it looks like you're making a song in Excel, which is part of the fun of it, honestly. I agree. I want to do that. Why is this here? I would like to do more tutorials on how to use DAWs. I feel like tutorials on Ableton are kind of played out. Like there's a lot out there, and I don't really want to just be extra noise in that. One of the reasons why I did the How to Use FamiTracker series was because the caffeine finally kicked in, was because there wasn't a lot of tutorials out there, and the tutorials that were out there were not the best. Like, I learned FamiTracker through a YouTube tutorial, and do tutorials on Reaper. That's one option. I have LMMS right here, and this is something that I want to learn so I can create tutorials on that. That's on my list to do. Because I think LMMS is a good intro DAW for a lot of people, and I don't see a lot of tutorials on it out there, but I haven't looked too deep yet. There we go. Da 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 da. Yeah, it is G. That's kind of fucky. Why? Oh, because I didn't kill the pitch bend or the. There we go. Well, Ninja, if you wanted to hear the music that I wrote when I was a kid, I have for free on my Bandcamp. I have a. Let's see if it'll load. I have a album called shit. What was it called? Formative. This was all the music I wrote when I was just learning how to write music. It's like 5 albums crammed into one. So like literally this song was the first song I ever really wrote and released. Thank you. Oh yeah, and this is what my studio looked like. Back in like the early 2000s. You can see this picture right there. Oh, where is that picture? Here it is. Hey, Doodle Dude. I still have that picture. It's right here. So, yeah. So if you wanted to listen to all the music, oh yeah. If you wanted to listen to all the music I wrote when I was just starting out, not all of the music, but all the music I released, like this is one album. Then Sunday Evening was an album. Crystals in the Sky was an album. Synthesis. Synthesis is when I started working on FL Studio. And Scattered Thoughts was FL Studio. And Remnants is just kind of random stuff. But yeah, like if you want to, I love hearing where musicians came from. That's all that you need, right? I'm getting sidetracked. I just don't know what to add for this. FL Studio is a great DAW. I like it a lot. I just don't use it because it doesn't gel with me as much. I have not. I want to learn more of them. So let's bump this up an octave to give it a little bit more presence in the song. Mixcraft, I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with Mixcraft. One thing I found, if you want to like increase intensity and perceived volume with the triangle channel, is you increase the length of the notes. So now you have this. Two, three, 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 four, 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 five. There we go. Hell, we'll just make it even. There. Okay, and then we can add in some of the snares here again, because I kind of want to like lead things back up. Oops. Helps if I put them in the right spots, though. Yeah, Ableton is a great DAW for like looping and live playing, but for MIDI control, FL Studio is like miles above every other DAW that I've ever tried. Oh, we've got a half hour left. Okay. I have I have this thought. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Like everything just goes to unison. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more involved than that, but I like the idea of everything just going like bum 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 or something like that, and then we can reinforce this over here. Yeah. Do you mind keeping it to English, please? Otherwise, I'm going to have to mute you. I don't want to do that, but I will. Just keep that open over there. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello, but if you can do the English stuff, that would be great, just because I want to keep things legible. You can get rid of all these. Oops. And chill out on the emoji. It's like I really don't like I don't like moderating my my channel, but I will. With a name like that, I kind of figured. I like to give people benefit of the doubt, though, and that benefit is waning quickly. Okay. Come on, YouTube kind of sucks for this. No, that's deleting. Let's learn how to put user in timeout. There we go. See you later. Yeah, now you can. Yeah, I got rid of it. It's just part of the whole crap. And this is one of the problems that I have with Restream. Their chat system sucks. I'm not able to go in here and like block people, at least not very reliably. The Ben Hammer. So it's hard for me to moderate that kind of stuff. So we'll see. And this should go to F. Oh, it's just spammer came in. doesn't happen, but I have a feeling that since my YouTube channel is growing, it's going to happen more frequently. And part of me really wants to just go exclusively to Twitch again, but I really like the ability to use Restream, so I'm kind of torn on that right now. Okay, so I want to 2, 4, 6, 8, A, C. Yes, Carbonic. If you become a Twitch partner or whatever the other one is where you can receive bits, but you're not like partnered, Twitch has a 24-hour exclusivity on all media produced or streamed through Twitch. So you can still export VODs, but it's you have to do it at least a day afterwards. You can export VODs to YouTube. Unfortunately, you can't stream, you can't multi-stream through Twitch that way. I don't think Mixer or YouTube has that stipulation, but Twitch does. An affiliate, thank you. So if you're a Twitch partner or a Twitch affiliate, you have to sign an exclusivity clause with all streaming content that you create, where anything that you stream has Twitch exclusivity for 24 hours before you can push it out anywhere else. So that basically bans multi-streaming, which is a bummer. Yeah, and I can sign up to be an affiliate. I got the request for it, but I figured that multi-streaming was more important than bits for me. But that might change, because if it's all on one platform, then I don't have to worry as much about moderating and stuff like that, because it's all in one place. Yeah, and part of my goal in 2018 is I'm trying to narrow my focus on what I want to do creatively. Part of me, I mean, I'm always going to do like the 2-hour track challenge. I'm always going to be creating my my YouTube stuff as well, like the creative exploration and stuff. But I want to. Oh yeah, I'm very flattered by that comparison. Yeah, exactly. I want to narrow the focus down on what I want to do. I want to do more fun videos, but I also want to still create like interesting and weird things. And like the thing with Andrew Wong is he's a super cool guy. He's crazy talented. He intimidates the shit out of me. I can't even follow him because like his videos are just so pristine always, and it's really hard to like watch that and not feel like hot garbage afterwards, which is not ideal, but I really want to like do that kind of stuff. I love his aesthetic and I love the way that he presents himself, but we'll see. Like I want to like narrow down my focus, and I think at some point I'm just going to have to put up a poll and be like, hey, is it okay if I just go back to streaming exclusively on Twitch? The problem is that I want to build my YouTube audience, and I think a lot of my YouTube audience likes this kind of stuff. Not necessarily watching it live. Like I have 3 people watching on YouTube right now, which is fine. Like I don't care. Like, but having the access to all of the YouTube followers that I have is good, and I think that helps build exposure. Yeah. It'll happen, Jay. Like it's a game of patience. Like, and I think that this goes for just about every creative person. where it's just you just got to do it long enough, and it's really hard and it's really frustrating to hi kitty, it's really frustrating to make a bunch of stuff. Switch back to Twitch exclusively because it was a hassle. Yeah. Yes, I just went and did a Megfest panel. It was super fun. But like I think that it happens, and putting in the time, it makes it sound like it's some kind of job, and it's not exactly a job. But it's like, do this stuff long enough, and you'll build a following. It just takes time. And not everybody has that time, and that's kind of why it's difficult for some people. My wall's glowing. Yeah, I have an LED strip that goes all the way around. It's the lighting in this room actually really kind of sucks balls. So having trouble connecting directly to Twitch. Yeah, Toxic. I don't have that problem, but it's really nice to use Restream because if I wanted to stream to like Facebook, I have access to do that. Actually, this should go up an octave. Yeah. The Video Game Music Academy. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Like I've been spending the last couple of years spreading my net super wide, which is awesome. Like I've done the panels, I've done interviews, I've been active in the Video Game Music Academy stuff. I've made a game. It's like I'm trying to get my stuff out as far as possible, and that's awesome. But it like, how do you want to put it? Think of your creativity like a laser beam. You have so much power. You have a limited amount of power that you can like associate with it, like you can that you can output. And if you focus that, it's incredibly strong, but it's incredibly focused. You can't affect a whole lot with it. However, if you refract it, if you spread it out over a larger surface, you're able to affect more stuff, but the power is much smaller, is much weaker. And I feel like for a while, Ongaku concept. Oh, in the Discord? I don't think he mentioned me in the Ongaku concept. Thank you, Carbonic. That's way better. So this is like yeah, so it's like I have this super wide focus, which I love, but I don't feel like I'm affecting as much as I'd like. And I think that's kind of where I need to shift focus. And it's not a bad thing. Cultivate your garden. Thank you, Jay. Nice callback. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's super cool, Jay. I might have linked some of it, or somebody else did. And that's the other thing. I wish people would let me know when they link stuff. Like I wish I had omnipresence on the internet, so I could just like, if somebody linked my stuff, I could just like appear and be like, "Hi, do you have questions about this? I'd love to talk about it." And not in like a self-serving way. I just like, I love helping people make stuff. I've mentioned this before, but Tycho Brahe from Penny Arcade, they had like, I can't remember what exactly it was. It was like an MP3 file or some kind of podcast, but they were sitting around talking, and God, I have 15 minutes left and I've just been talking. This song is basically done. Like I could loop it right here and it would be fine. Thank you, Jay. What I want to do in this bar right here is basically loop it back to the beginning. But Tycho Brahe, what he said, or everybody was going around the table and like everybody was Like, what do you want? What's on your bucket list? What do you want to do in your life? What's your wish? And everybody was like, well, I want to write an album, or I want to, get acclaimed for something. And Tycho's answer really, really resonated with me. His answer was that he wants to help other people succeed. He wants to help everybody else in the room achieve the goals that they just said. And like that hit me like right here, because that's what I want to do too. I want to help people realize their own dreams and their own goals, and that's what gives me satisfaction in my life. And this got super real for some reason, but it's really important for me to be able to help other people learn and help other people succeed. And that's why I give away a lot of my music for free, because I want to help enable creativity. And it means a ton for me to be able to do that. Yeah, this song's coming together. Yeah, exactly, Shadow. Thanks, Carbon. I kind of want to keep going with this, but I'm running out of time. I really appreciate you guys saying that. Like, that genuinely means a lot to me, because I try very hard to be open. Let's switch up the rhythm just a little bit here. Okay. But yeah, like, it's hard, because it's so easy to just like focus on yourself and your own work. And I want to do that, but like part of the focus is to like get other people to work on stuff and to get people to be interested in making things. And I want to do everything. And unfortunately I don't have the time in the day to do everything. So it's like trying to parse out what I want and what I don't want to do. And that goes back to the focus. Like, what was that arpeggio? C, G, C sharp, or G sharp. Okay. Yeah, right? Yeah, Carbonic. I super appreciate that too. Like, is it C or D? I think it's, yeah, it's D. There we go. And then it's just like, this end is just going to be like, it's going to be a banger. There we go. And like the whole sense of community thing is another really big thing. Like I have the Patreon, but the Patreon is there to just kind of support this kind of stuff. Like I don't intend to like live off the Patreon. But if people want to support it and help the Feels Corner, yeah, man. Okay, that's a little overkill. But yeah, like I have all this stuff, and like I don't expect any one thing to make me billions or whatever, but it's like I just want to try. I just want to try doing everything, and unfortunately, I don't have the time in the day for that. So it's like that's what the Patreon's for. Like, so I don't have to focus on commissioned work. I can work on my own stuff, and that's what a lot of things are for, actually. Like, and this is in no way like a sales pitch for my Patreon. You do not have to support that if you don't want to. I know everybody's budget is different. Excuse me. Actually, let's just see if we can leave this on a pedal tone. I hope so. The future of music is streaming, and going back to the focus, I'm very unfocused with streaming. I want to find a better way of getting music on Spotify in a timely manner. The 2-hour track challenges right now are broken into 6-month chunks, and I think moving forward that might go down to 3-month chunks, because if I release 4 albums every year on top of the normal stuff that I create, I think that'll create a better release cycle. But I don't know. It's really hard to tell. So let's listen to the whole thing and see where we're at. Yeah, I could publish anything I want on Spotify. That doesn't work as well as I hoped. I could publish singles on Spotify, and that's entirely possible too. But one of the things that I want to do, keeping with the Patreon things, is I want to give the Patreon people exclusivity with the music, where they and only they get it for the first year. So I mean, I could post this on Spotify tomorrow, or by tomorrow if I wanted to. But I feel like that is it devalues the Patreon, which puts me in the position is like, well, is the Patreon something that I want to keep? And I think so, but I don't know. And like, I don't know. And that's the thing. It's just, there's a lot of moving parts, and I need to sit down and I need to figure out what moving parts I want to keep and what moving parts don't work as well as I hoped. And it's a learning process, and that's okay. One thing that I do is if I try something, I make sure that I try it for like 6 months, because this stuff always takes time to grab hold, and it always takes time to get momentum. So I'm trying stuff, and I'll see what works and I'll see what doesn't. Like that's my MO, and that's fine. I hope I'm not like breaking the fourth wall or anything for anybody, but I like talking about this stuff, and I like talking about this stuff honestly. Hey, Turtle Madana Man, how you doing, man? I think this song is done. Oh no, my immersion. Yeah, I know. I always worry that like I'm talking about myself and it's just like, oh, me. But I think that a lot of people have the same struggle, and not a lot of people talk about it. Go into the beard. Yes, you see, I have this nice brush, and I can sit here and brush myself while the song's playing. Hi everybody, welcome back to the 2 Hour Track Challenge. It's actually really nice. Just keep doing it. Oh, well, if we're doing that, here, how about this? Hi everybody, welcome to the Beard ASMR stream. Is this what you came here for? What is my life? Yeah. Take care, doodle dude. So as far as it's a really nice sound in my head too. Exactly. What everybody craved. Oops. I knew I did something wrong. And then this would be here. Right? Yeah. This would be 3. But yeah, I mean, okay, so people don't talk about this stuff very much because I don't know if I could handle that carbonic. It sounds interesting, but with combing my beard, like, what do you mean by sensual? But as far as like plans, as far as like their plans and their creativity and like their droughts and all this other stuff, it's like people don't talk about that because I think it makes them feel weak. But I think it helps people know that everybody goes through this. And I mean, I know that I'm not the only one that goes through it. And I'm sure that everybody does. Like, I'm sure Hans Zimmer sometimes sits down and is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I think that it's important to embrace that, or at least understand that. I'm actually going to listen to this one more time before I export. It's like imposter syndrome, you know. It's so easy to feel like, oh, everybody's better than me, but you have no idea how much I listen to some people's work, and I'm just like, I can never do that. And it just takes time. Exactly. One thing I want to change, just to screw with the tempo even more, is to put it here, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Turtle. Banana. Turtle banana. Yeah, like, it's super good, I feel, to hear that other people struggle. And people don't want to talk about how they struggle because it makes them feel weak. Okay, so how about this? Let me back up a little bit. This little tick right here is super important. Da. Is it this one? Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to work on fading this out because this is not present in the restart. Hamster 1991. Thank you so much for the follow, man. That light back there is getting a workout today. I will give you a piano thing in just a second. Yeah, so yeah, that's better. So yeah, hamster. I don't like that chord. Dang it! How you doing, sub? I can't play piano. So hamster and sub, thank you so much for the follows, man. That means a lot to me. There you go, disco notification. That GIF is from a super long time ago. I think it was during one of the charity streams I did with Insert Coin Theater. But yeah. So I guess you guys are just going to get piano for another couple seconds. No, that's not the right. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow, guys. Hamster and sub. That so now I'm just doing it subconsciously. I saw it there. I was like, ooh, I could brush my beard. I'm gonna have to put this away. It's turning into a dangerous addiction. So yeah, I think that adding this at the end helps. Yeah, for real, man. I love them. So what I did is I added these like extra couple beats at the end, and there's a couple reasons why I do that. First of all, it makes the song feel more unstable, and when it gets that like kind of weird and unstable, it's easier for it to loop because you don't know what's coming up next. And then the repetition helps with that as well. It's just bum, 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 and then it goes back into the other stuff. So yeah, let's listen to this song one more time all the way through, and then we're done. And then I can go work on exporting it and doing all the other stuff that I usually do with this stuff. This is a quieter song, so I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit. I know I said I'd go all the way through, but this needs to get like quieted down just a little bit. The problem is that this is higher pitched. Yeah. because what's happening, and I've said this a lot, that is, if the note is higher pitched, there's a lot more energy associated with it. So it doesn't have to be as high of a volume to be noticed. Like, even this is too loud. So this is like primitive mixing. I don't know. I guess I could. Yeah, why the hell not? I'll put it on the Discord. Yeah, so if you're not part of the Discord, there you go. Let me do some stuff with it first. And make sure that it's like, you can use it for like remixes and stuff, but you can't just like reproduce it and all this other stuff. So I'll have all those stipulations in there, but oops, this needs to be changed too. Okay, that's changed. Okay, this should be good now, I think. Because yeah, this was just too loud before, and like I said, this song in general is too quiet, so I'm gonna have to like mix it, puts a little bit of mastering on it, which will help. But I think it's good. Yeah, that's a little bit more even. So we went a little over time. I shut off the timer, thinking I was done. I feel like these need to get shorter. That's like 1,000% better. So what's happening is the note was kind of running into the next one, even though there was a gap. So I kept, now I'm shortening that gap. So again, just like just like with the to make the triangle channel a little bit more aggressive, you can lengthen the notes. You can also shorten the notes to make them a little less impactful. Yeah. I am going to lower the volume so it's like C, B, A, 9, 8. Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce over to desktop view, and that's weird. Oh, butts. Thanks, Danny Joe. Get one song down. The hi-hats. Some feedback on songs that you've made. Just a second. There we go. Where is this primary monitor? I kind of effed this up. I thought for some reason. Oh, Danny Joe, that's really kind of you to say. Let me just turn this off. There we go. Okay. So what I can do now is I can export this, and I'm gonna bring it into them there Abletons, and so pre-master done. And then we can close that. Although let me drop it on my desktop so I don't forget to put it in Discord. Projects. There it is. Yeah, Hamster, if you're not part of the Discord, the link is a couple messages above. It's discord.benburns.com. And there is a pretty thriving community of super cool artists who want to help. So there's two things that I want to do. First of all, I just want to bring this in here. I can give it a good old... I actually have a preset in Ableton for chiptune mastering. And I have to do a couple more tweaking from there, but this should be a little bit louder now, so watch your ears. Sweet, thanks, hamster. Member. Yeah. Okay, so we are clipping a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, those extra 2 little beats make it super unstable, and I love that. Okay, so I've got this. I can then export it, and this will be the master. Actually, just don't have to worry about that, so go like this. A meme in the member. Yeah. So yeah, all in all, I mean, this song turned out to be about 2.5 minutes long. I'm sure it's a real group somewhere. Okay, so with this, I can yeah. So I can just like fade this out, like there it is. Take care, Forrest. Thank you so much for swinging by. It means a lot to me. Yeah. Okay, so this is the normal version that I'm going to get posted to YouTube. So Swordfish. So export that as WAV, export that as MP3. And then extracting the loop is a little bit more difficult. So, extracting the loop, I have to kind of zoom in here. This one's pretty easy. The kicks are pretty banging in this one. So I can just go in here and be like, boop, boop, and then go about halfway here, and then about right here. And you always want to make sure that you're about 0 dB when you cut, because you don't want to clip. Whole track is banging. Well, that's all I could hear. So now we can go like this. Put it in loop mode. Make sure it loops good. Nice. Perfect. So we can export this again as a WAV file. Loop. And then export again as an OGG, which is basically a compressed file. Never ever try to loop never try to loop MP3 files. You will have a bad time. And I forgot the metadata on this one, so I'm just going to pop back in here, make sure it says loop. There we go. Done with that. I don't need the pre-master anymore, so I can dump that. I can get rid of this in Ableton. MP3, looping MP3 files. MP3 has their metadata inside the actual track data. So if you try to loop an MP3 file, you'll have a very, very brief stutter at the loop point. And there's no real way around that without a lot of work. However, with OGG files, that's not a problem, and OGG files are compressed. So it's basically like an MP3 file that you can loop. Some places don't support OGG files. Yeah. So for basically this is exporting stuff for Patreon. This is like the $1 tier, and this is for the $10 tier, the loop files. I want to make sure they're perfect loops, so I export to OGG, but if you just want to listen to it, then it's MP3. It's accessible for everybody. But I always include the WAV files if you want to chop it up yourself. Get rid of that too. Make sure that that's there. So yeah, I guess at this point I can start making a music video for it. Oh man, what am I going to do for a background image? Oh, my tea's cold. I don't know enough about FLAC. A long time ago, I exported something to FLAC, and a lot of people gave me shit because I did it wrong. And I'm like, okay, I just won't export to FLAC anymore. So, you got that. It is the 10th today. And then we can get rid of that file. Song holder. We need to find, relink this to this song. So that's good. Now we should have pixelated art of a battle with a swordfish. Yeah, AAC, if I remember correctly, is Apple's proprietary version, which is fine. It's their version of MP3, which I have no problem with. But I might use that one. Yeah, I need to find an image. I don't have any pictures of swordfishes. But I don't think there's really going to be any good pictures of swordfishes either. Except for this one. Oh, man. Yeah, no worries, Danny. I kind of, okay. Let's violate some copyrights. Just gonna take that. Oh, that's not a ping file, is it? Damn it. Save image as. Thank you. Get rid of that crap. One of my Magfest traditions that apparently started is one of the nights, because they have a console area, which is like just a ton of Nintendos, Segas. Like they even have old Ataris and stuff just lined up on old CRT monitors, and they have like these big filing cabinets. You can go up and say, "I want to play this game," and they just grab it and they put it in for you. I even spelled swordfish wrong there. One of the things that I apparently start doing is at like 1 a.m. I sit down with Donkey Kong Country, the first one, and I play it from start to finish without saving. If you have been on my YouTube channel before, a long time ago, I used to do Let's Plays, and one of the videos that I did, one of the Let's Plays that I did, was playing Donkey Kong Country all the way through without saving. It's a lot of fun. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes for me to do it. I think it took me an hour and 20 minutes to beat it last week, which is a lot of fun. I think I have water pictures in here. I want like a close-up of water because I think that'll work. I think my honeymoon trip had some of that. When was my honeymoon? Come on. There it is. I think I've used this one before, though, but it's perfect. There, I'll use this one. Desktop. Yeah, aside from hating saving in that game, it was just, it's like a personal challenge to go through the game without dying, I guess. So I didn't. So I just sit down and I do it. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that sucks. Oh, the first time, I think I've told this story before, but the first time I tried doing this, I was at home and I was I have Donkey Kong Country downstairs in a Super Nintendo, but I was at home and I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. I think it'll be a lot of fun to try. And so I did, and I got all the way through the game, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the best. Savings for wimps and all this other stuff. And then I got to King K. Rool, and when it got to the second phase of the fight, the game crashed. And then I was like, oh, I guess saving isn't for wimps when the game crashes. So yeah, now we have this. Oops. So putting it to overlay. There we go. That's so dumb. I love it. This audio should be muted. Okay, it is. Oh, I love doing these. I need to change the audio spectrum color so it's a little bit more visible. And the other thing I'm going to do, this is breaking tradition a little bit because oh, I don't want to break tradition though. Okay. The other two, Real Dog and Pig Farm, both had a very specific background. It was a pixelated picture of the animal. Let's find a good picture of a swordfish. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this the right way. I guess I could have just taken what Pig Farm had, but I deleted that. So whatevs. I'll still keep the rest of this, but I'll have this in there. Get rid of this. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. That makes it even better, honestly. Okay, so the other thing that I do with this is I have 3 effects that I put on here. I have a mosaic, which gives it the pixelated look. And I think I usually do, well, I'll get to that in a second. I have a color phase, I think. No, not color phase. It's color cycle. There we go. So I have those two. And then I also have the transform where it starts here, position, scale, rotation, and not position. Oh yeah, where's the end of this? I want to make sure that it ends at the right spot, so I'm not... That sucks, Toxic. Okay, so it ends like right about here. Okay, so at the end of this, I want to have the scale go up and the rotation. Actually, more scale. And then, yeah, so over the course of the song, the image will like slowly zoom in. But what I want to do now is I want to go into the mosaic and I want to make sure that these controls are good. So I want this to be, I think, like 200 by 100 or 150. Oh man, the good old days, right? Okay, and then I want to make these more watercolors. So blue, dark blue, kind of maybe a purplish dark blue. There we go. That's better. And we can keep like a more of a pinkish color for accents. So now we can mess with the input phase, which is this, and we can go to the end and we can go to, let's say, 3. So now, as the thing plays, the color cycle, it's perfect. The other thing I want to do is I want to go into this visualizer and like bring down the particles per second because it's kind of out of control right now. Actually, how about this? Let's just let's automate this so it starts at 0. It stays at 0 for a while. And then like the next time it comes in, then we can just go like, whoa, no, I think I just crashed it. I've been saving, but as much as appealing as that is, let's bring it down to 20. Okay, and then that'll just go for the rest of it. That's fine. Yeah, so that is the song. So it'll start very simple, and then after the first loop, cool. Oh no. Oh no, that sounds awful. Okay, so I think this video is done. So I will render that out once I stop the stream because it will crash OBS if I do it now. So that's where we are. Guys, it has been super fun. I had a lot of fun today. These Famitracker streams kind of scare me because I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but they turn out super cool, and I'm glad that it's offering an additional little challenge above and beyond the normal 2-hour track challenge. So I am going to go for now. However, I will be back on Saturday. I'm gonna sit down and try to learn OCC and mess around with some of the other options inside Famitracker, I think, on Saturday. I also want to like do some more gaming stuff because I've been playing a lot of Dead Cells lately, and it's a lot of fun to play that game. And I think having some people watching me fail horribly would be pretty entertaining too. Excuse me. So that might be on the docket for Saturday as well. I'm not entirely sure what to do with my Saturday streams right now. Now that Color Jumper is out, I have other game ideas. I just haven't really put them out. Put them to a point where they're really worth sharing yet. So Dead Cells is very fun if you like very difficult platformers. It's a very good game. It's well polished for still being in alpha or early access. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going for now. Again, guys, it's been super fun. I'm really glad that I was able to hang out with you today, and we were able to make a super neat song and talk about our feels. So that's always good too. I might go back and actually like extract a couple clips from that because like some of it really got me, and I don't want to lose those. So anyway, take care, guys. It's been super cool hanging out with you. I'll see you later. Bye. That's the wrong one. Oh no. That's what I get for looking away. All right, guys. I'm going to go brush my beard some more. See you later.